Daryl, what did you think went wrong tonight?
I don't know where to start then, to be honest. I think we've spoken before the game about how Eastleigh are a threat on the counter-attack. We haven't touched around quick enough for the forced penalty. Rash challenge probably as well, didn't need to make the tackle. It was a threat they had really on the counter-attack with Mitchell going in behind and with Whitehall up there as well. Didn't defend that well enough in the first period of the game. After that we probably took control of the game. Then another crazy decision to give a penalty away, another error. To give them another chance. Thankfully Elliot saves that penalty. But hugely frustrated and in some ways not surprised, because our season's been that we've seen a high of Saturday, a terrific performance Saturday, and you expect us to go and back it up and hit the same performance levels, but we haven't got the ability to be able to back it up and hit that level again. We're too inconsistent. Our individual errors are scary at the moment. There's far too many of them happening, and in both boxes. He should have scored in the first half as well. He's got a tap in really for a player of his quality. So disappointed with that. In the second half we don't do enough. I think our decision making was really poor, and just questioned the players in there. In that, I moved to England when I was 15 years old, and I'm 39, 40 this year. I've worked in football since I was 15 years old. To me, it's my career that I've committed to, my family have committed to. I love football. We've got some people in our change room that see it as a job, not a career. And they don't love it, they don't care about it as much as they should do. And I've had to stay probably quiet on that maybe for too long, and I'm sick to death now of coming out defending people and watching the performances that I'm watching, and we have to be honest and say no, it's not good enough. We're in a position, I don't know where we are on the league table now. I'm sure we're probably still close to the plans, but we're miles away from it in terms of our performance levels, and we need to improve quickly.
You mentioned about the penalty right at the start and then another one given away with about 5 minutes to go at a half. Do you think that's just down to those personal errors, or is it maybe just a lack of concentration?
Yeah, well, you won Saturday and played well and defended well, really well, like really well. So there can't be a lack of confidence 3 days later, 4 days later.
Lack of concentration, sorry.
There's definitely lack of concentration. That's what I'm saying. It's not a job; it's a career. Commit to what you're doing, be focused on what you're doing, and be a professional footballer. Don't be a semi-professional footballer. I'll play well Saturday and then I don't play well Tuesday. I don't perform. Take care of what you're doing, take care of your career, because it goes quickly.
And of course, you did mention we did have our golden chance of Vinny, who, the confidence and the form that he's on, you thought that's just hitting the back of the net, but he dragged his effort wide. It would have been a very different game from that point on, wouldn't it?
I think so. Listen, goals change games for sure. It's 100%. Listen, we know when he's going to score goals, he's done it. You know, he's a proven goal scorer. At that moment in time, it would have been important for us to get a goal back, but we didn't. But I still feel we had enough of the ball at the end of the first half and in the second half, realistically, to create better chances than we did. And I thought our decision making today was poor, and we got to be strong and show more courage in that as a team. You know, you look at the winning goal for us on Saturday when we made, I don't know, 12, 14 passes before we scored, and I didn't see that tonight. It was a bit more erratic in terms of our build-up play and too easy to run the ball up. We have to show more courage in everything we do, more consistently.
I would just like to step back and just say about the players who maybe see the game as more of a job compared to as a career and loving their football. What do you mean by that in terms of their personalities, or just how they show themselves?
How serious you take it. You know, that you have to be on it all the time. And they're not empty words. They're not slogans. You have to be ready to play all the time. You have to be ready to work all the time. Not every now and then, you know, and I think we've had too many this season. That's every now and then, and it's not good enough. And me included, it's not the manager of the football club, so the results fall on me, and I accept that. I'll always accept that. I've always been someone that has got courage, and anyone who'll know me will tell you that. I'm happy to take on any challenge put in front of me. I won't hide, but we just need some more. And it's not the whole group. We've got some fantastic players in there and fantastic people. But we can't go from the performance Saturday to that tonight, because it's a million miles away from what we saw Saturday.
What is the mood right now in the dressing room?
Quiet. Very quiet, disappointed, as you would expect, and rightly so. I think it should be disappointed and quiet. We're disappointed with our performance, really disappointed as a group, and like I said, as the manager, I'll take full responsibility for the results, and that's my job to do that. But I need to see better performances and more commitment to what we're doing.
And we have got a long travel on Saturday to Scunthorpe. Of course, as a manager, you do have to try and pick your side up, but do you think it's down to the personnel to also pick themselves up and go again?
Yeah, 100%. I think, listen, it's Tuesday night now, we're disappointed. We'll probably be disappointed tomorrow. Coming towards Thursday, we have to get ready for Scunthorpe. We've shown the ability to bounce back our season, but it's about bouncing back and staying there. Not going up and down like a yo-yo, like we have been doing in the last whatever month or so. But like I said, we just need to be more consistent, believe more in what we're doing, show more courage, and enjoy it. Enjoy the challenge of every week. That's this division. You know, Saturday, Tuesday, it's relentless, and you've got to be a relentless character to get through it, to perform through it, and we need to show them that.